Look, I love these RS4 replicas. They look perfect on the car. They're the right color. And they have the Falken FK460 on them, which if you saw my recent video is my favorite current all-season tire. Genuinely impressed by them. But the homies over at Falken wanted to prove to me how good their FK460 is. They said, we're gonna send you a set of 200 treadwear tires, the RT660, which is their like race car tire. And they said for most of your street driving, you're probably not gonna notice a difference. And in fact, you may actually prefer these on the street. I said challenge accepted. I'm always down to try out something new, and the homies at Wheel Pros hooked me up with a set of Motegi wheels to go along with it. So today we're getting rid of the all seasons, we're swapping to some 200 treadwear tires, and we're gonna see how the new wheels look, which I think are super period correct for the car, as well as the new sticky boys in the car feel. Let's get into it. So I'm sure you're wondering what the new wheels look like. Well, here they are. These are the Motegi MR152s. They have a convex face, which is a first for me. I've never done a wheel with like a convex look to it. I'll show you more when they get on the car. Forgot how nice it is working on cars that are this light after working on modern Audis and, you know, SUVs, that kind of stuff. But went ahead, got the car jacked up, got the wheel bolts off, all that fun stuff, pulled the wheel off. I'm a little bit nervous about how chunky this is gonna be. It should be good. It should be good. We should be good. Oh, you know what? These are wrong lugs. These are cone seat wheels, and these are ball seat lugs. Oh, that is sick. Wow. Yep, I'm sold. That looks hot. It's gonna rub, but it looks hot. You ever forget to tighten your wheels because you're so excited to see what it looks like on the ground? Oops. Oh, I'm stoked on this. Like that looks a little more Euro style. This is a little more like tuner, but it's also so like period correct design for this car. It's not a giant wheel. It actually makes the wheel look smaller because it has that like inner lip there. Like it almost steps down to a 17 look. I'm so happy with how that looks. I got the rears torqued. Yo. That thing sits nice. How are we looking? How are we looking? Oh, that is so like early 2000s Euro. I love it. This is sick. Let's talk a little bit about these guys. First of all, these are the Motegi MR152s. They're 18 by 8.5 with a 45 offset. Now to fit them on the B5 and get them looking right, I have 13mm spacers front and rear from 42 Draft Designs. Those are hub centric as well. So these are 66.6. The B5 is a 57.1 hub bore, but I don't need hub rings because the spacers themselves adapt same as they do with the replica RS4 wheels that I have on the car right now. So I put these wheels and tires on mid-August. It is now very late November. Actually, it's almost Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this video on that day, by the way. Now, do I need a set of RT660s on this car, especially the way I drive it? No, but the homies at Falken wanted to prove me two things. One, that they know how to make the ultimate badass tire, which this thing is. But two, that the FK460 is no slouch. Let me tell you a little bit more about that. Now, what would someone use an RT660 for? Well, this is their big dog, top tier, you're chasing the absolute fastest lap times tire. This is a 200 treadwear tire. The all seasons that I've been running on are a 500 treadwear tire. Now, those are no slouches. Again, I'm not knocking those, and in fact, I think those make a lot more sense for most people. We'll talk about that in a second. But this tire has been designed to handle a little bit of rain. You can see there are two sipes down the middle, and obviously the tread pattern pushes stuff outwards, but this is not designed to be a, all-weather tire. Again, sure, they have to work in some rain compliance because you can be on track in the rain, as well as, driving home from the track in the rain. They don't want you sending you off the road. It's DOT compliant, like I said. But the main focus of this tire is dry grip. The main focus of that tire is grip in every situation, including rain and snow. And that's why you'll see such a big difference in the tread pattern. If I zoom in a little bit, you can look at the FK460 versus the RT660 and see a massive difference in tread pattern. Now, a lot of that, again, has to do with being the fastest possible on the track for the RT660 and being as adaptable as possible with the FK460. I ran these in a 225 4018, which, man, I really can't speak highly enough about how well these Motegi wheels complement these tires, how much these tires complement the look of the car, and how much those three really come together: the car, the wheels, and the tires. This was the garage session talking about the RT660. Let's jump back out on the road and I'll give you my final thoughts on this wheel setup as well as these tires, and we'll go from there. For context, I was expecting the RT660 to be loud. It's an R-Comp tire. It's designed for track focus. It's not necessarily designed for comfort. It wasn't really noticeably louder than the FK460 all season. Obviously, where you noticed it the most was like low speed like this. Those tires would pick up literally everything that was on the road. Great tire, unbelievably sticky. A perfect example of where you would apply the RT660 on the street, or not on the track, I guess, is on like a B5 S4, where the fenders are really the limiting factor in how wide you can go. Some people can go up to a 255, but it depends on your wheel setup and your brake setup. If you're limited by fender width, it makes a lot of sense if you're having traction issues to go up to a stickier tire. And what's cool about going to something like an RT660 versus going to a specific drag radial is that drag radials are designed to go in a straight line, and that's it. But if you still want to be able to enjoy your car around turns and, you know, hit off ramps, that kind of stuff at a safe pace, please don't be ripping off ramps. Since when is my camera turning? You know, off ramps, windy roads, that kind of stuff, without being concerned about the drag radial letting go, this is a perfect option. The tire is sticky enough to hook up in a straight line, but it is designed for turning. It's not just plied like a drag radial where all of that momentum is designed to go forward and it's not designed to go side to side. Am I happy with the RT660? Absolutely. Do I need an RT660 on this car? No. I think even if I was autocrossing this car, especially at my skill level, a summer tire is more than sufficient, but that's not me saying the RT660 is a bad tire. What I'm trying to get at is there's probably like a 95% chance that you watching this video don't need a set of R-Comps. You could buy a Falken Summer or a Falken All Season and be pretty much as happy as if you had bought the R-Comp. And in fact, you may be even more happy because when it gets cold outside, you can't drive on an R-Comp. A summer is kind of but R-Comps are really not supposed to be on under 40 degrees. So if you have a night that dips down below 40 degrees, you're starting to risk the tire compound, that kind of stuff. So moral of the story, if you are looking for the 660 and you need it, it is a fantastic tire. If you're not looking for the 660 and you're exploring the idea of it, you may want to downgrade. You'll probably be happier on a summer and all season because the tread life is longer. They're a tiny bit quieter, but most importantly, they have more flexibility as far as temperature goes. And if you live in an area like I do where it randomly decides to get cold, you don't want to be concerned about waking up in the morning and having to go to work on a tire that's not designed for those temperatures. I want to give a big shout out to the homies over at Falken Tire, Bakari over there, and all the rest of the team for supporting this channel, supporting what I do, and supporting the content that I make, and obviously for making some kick-ass tires as well. Falken really does make some great stuff. I was kind of sleeping on them before, but I'm excited that we got together. I'm excited that I got to learn about their products, and I'm definitely excited for what the future holds between Falken and your boy. If you want more info on the RT660 or the FK460, I will leave links to both in the description. You can go to Falken's website and learn about it. You can make your choice on where you want to buy them. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.